Hello everyone, how are you? Now, okay, I was thinking of a scenario where let's suppose I'm going to go by the example of how many cities there are in the world. Now there are continents, like five of them, maybe even more. I'll go with only five. That are the most important. Then there are countries, then there are cities. Now, let's see if we were to organize all of them in a certain way on Excel. Now I'll just go to Google and just get a database from the first online place you see here. Okay, these guys were good enough to give us some data. Okay, then here is the city name. Oh, we could use the country name as well. Oh, we don't need this. We don't need this. We don't need anything else here. Okay, this is all we are going to be working on right now. So we have a total of 47,868 cities across the world. Wow. Let's see the countries, sort them A to Z. Okay, so Afghanistan has 70 cities. Impressive. Okay, so we were given a challenge where let's suppose you want the countries like this: country one, country two, country three, and then the cities for each of these countries like this. So, if we are to do this in the easiest possible way, how could we do it? Could we do it with a pivot table, like countries going like this and each city for all of them? As far as my meager knowledge goes, a pivot cannot do that. At least a simple one cannot. So, the last time I was given such a challenge, I went with the good old fashioned formula approach. First, I'm going to do a basic check on this data. I'm going to check if any of the cities are coming as a duplicate. I'm going to use the COUNTIF method to check that out for a 12, 16, 21, 25, 29, 33, 37, 42, 46, 50. Okay, this won't take long. Although I must admit, I only did this only once, so I don't exactly remember how I did it. So I hope I remember how was able to do it the last time. Okay, that was a mistake. I should probably remove the COUNTIF formula before filtering anything. That otherwise it would potentially crash the whole sheet or cause the same formula to run again. See? Okay, so as per COUNTIF, this city is showing up in two other places as well. What could those be? There's one in India too, and another in India too. Let's see what Google thinks. Are there really two such cities in India? Yeah, there you go. It's not a duplicate. It actually has two cities. I believe even in the United States, you have a few cities that are very different places but share the same name. Okay. Okay, so the cities are 47,868. Now, what we wanted to do was get the countries over there horizontally. First, I will put them here vertically. We wouldn't want the duplicates. Okay, after removing the duplicates, we have 241 countries. So I'm going to paste them all yellow first, and then I'm going to move it across. I really apologize if I'm going too fast here. I believe YouTube allows us to slow down the video. Anyways, if you have any questions, I'll be more than happy to answer in the comments. Okay, so every country is going to have a different number of cities. Now, I want to look up each of the cities under here. Now, each one of them is going to have a different number, and I have to use a lookup formula of some sort over here. So, what's it gonna be? Okay, let me try this. Let me remove the grid lines first. I'm sorry, that's totally unnecessary. I'm just a freak for formatting sometimes. Okay, and we had already sorted the names for the countries. First, I would like to know what's the most number of cities that each country has? What's the highest number? What's the country that has the highest number of cities? And what's that maximum number? I'm going to use the counted function like this to find that out. This won't take long at all. Okay, we don't want the sheet to crash, so we will remove the formula. Now the answer, oh, we have a country that has 7,031 cities. Which is it? India. Then the United States, and the third position goes to Brazil. Okay, so 7,031. So we have 241 countries like this, and we will be needing city number 1, 2, all the way to a maximum of 7,031. 5, 6. Okay, 7 crossed, 7,301. I don't claim to be the one of the best in Excel. Maybe somebody knows a quicker way and a better way to do this. This is just how I do it. So please bear with me. Okay, so now in order to put the formula, one of my criteria will be the country name, and the second criteria will be the serial number here. Now in the data, country name is already here. I also need a serial number over here because we have these here. So how exactly I'm going to put the serial numbers here is I'm going to put 1 and this formula. If this is equal to the one above it, okay, if this cell is equal to the one above it, add a number to the one above. If that's not the case, where a new country name begins, go with 1. Okay, as far as Afghanistan goes, the number will continue updating. Where a new country starts, this will change back to 1, and then the series will continue. Afghanistan has how many cities now? 70. So see, Albania, it's back to 1, and the series goes on. I'll remove the formula here as well. We don't want to leave formulas on large data. Now, these two criterias, target is this. We have country here, number here, target goes in this area. Okay. Now what's going to happen is I'm going to add another column here and this, the and symbol, and then this number. So I'll get Afghanistan 1, Afghanistan 2. This will be my unique ID for the lookup purpose. Now what I'm going to do here is we look up this and this, comma, this, comma, 2, comma, exact match. We got table number 1. Before copying the data onwards, we need to freeze some things here. For C3, we are going to freeze the row number. For A4, we are going to freeze the column number. Okay, it goes all the way to column double I. Oh, and one more thing. I'm going to drag it all the way down to 7301 for each of these countries. Now, Afghanistan only has 70, but if I'm going to drag it all the way down here, it will give an error because there is no more cities after 70. So what to do? I don't want to see one of those messy errors. What I'm going to do is add an if error function here. In case of an error, just go with blank. Let's do this. Okay, enter. Okay, something went wrong. I had to freeze this too. My bad. Sorry. One more time. Okay, that's nearly 2 million cells of data there. That would take a while. Okay, we're back. Didn't want you to wait for it to get till here, but formula is almost done. 97, 98. 99. Done. What happened? Okay, it's done. Okay, formulas on 2 million rows of 2 million cells. I'm not doing anything here before. What I'm going to do first is a special entire thing. Okay, we're good. Oh, this is just one study? Okay. What is this, by the way? Or leave it. Okay, so on a crude level, the mission has been achieved. Guess we don't need, oh yeah, we could use the serial numbers. If anyone wants to see how many cities are there exactly. Afghanistan has 70 of them. Okay, now one thing I was always curious about is, now Afghanistan has 70 cities. When I come back to the top heading and I hit control and down arrow key, it will take me all the way down here, although all of the cells after it, Afghanistan only has 70 cities. So after that, all of the cells are supposed to be blank. So it shouldn't bring me all the way down here. Let me see what happens if I hit alter AE, text to column wizard, delimited, finish. Oh, why did it do that? Let me do it now. Finish. Okay, now that thing is cleared up. It only goes till the 70th city. So do I do it for all of them at a time? Or do I do something like this, copy one of these phantom cells, I'm calling them phantom, don't mind me, and hit replace. Nothing to replace now. Okay, thank you everyone for if you were watching this video. I'll just close it here. And I'm pretty sorry if this wasn't a stunning thing enough. I was hoping this would be more stunning than it actually seems to me. But I promise the next video will be much, much more stunning than this one. Anyways, thank you. Bye bye.